The durable medical equipment DME industry is a high opportunity but heavily regulated sector. Whether you're a healthcare professional looking to expand your service offerings or an entrepreneur entering the market, one of the first strategic decisions you'll face is whether to purchase an existing DME company or start your own from scratch. Each path has its advantages and serious pitfalls. Let's explore both options through the lenses of operational readiness, regulatory compliance, cost, and risk. Entering the DME industry begins with a critical choice. Should you buy an existing company or build one from the ground up? Buying offers speed to market, established operations, and existing payer enrollments, but comes with the risk of inheriting past compliance issues. Building a company gives you full control and a clean slate, but requires more time, effort, and upfront planning before you can start billing. Understanding the trade-offs is essential to choosing the path that aligns with your goals, risk tolerance, and long-term vision. Do I buy an existing DME company or build my own from scratch? Let's walk through the pros and cons of each option so you can make an informed decision. Let's start with the advantages of purchasing an existing DME business. Pro number 1, immediate operations. When you acquire an established company, you're up and running right away, leveraging existing infrastructure, staff, and customer relationships. Pro number 2, established revenue streams. An existing client base and billing history may provide a more predictable income flow right from the start. Pro number 3, pre-existing accreditations and licenses. The company may already be accredited and licensed, saving you time, money, and paperwork. But remember, you will still need to provide a change of ownership to all organizations. But buyer beware, when you purchase an existing DME company, there are serious risks involved. Consider the following, like price of investment. Established DME companies with no billing history can cost between $75,000 and $150,000, depending on licensing, insurance contracts, and services offered. Assumption of risk in the DME industry is significant, particularly due to strict regulatory oversight by CMS and private payers. Whether you're buying or operating a DME company, you're responsible for ensuring all billing, documentation, and operations meet federal, state, and accreditation standards. If you purchase a company, you may unknowingly inherit liability for past billing errors, fraudulent claims, or unresolved audits, issues that can lead to recoupments, civil penalties, or exclusion from Medicare. Thorough due diligence and a strong compliance framework are essential to mitigate these risks. When you buy a DME company and don't file for a new Medicare PTAN, you're responsible for the previous owner's billing history, including any fraudulent or non-compliant claims. If past misconduct is discovered, it can lead to recoupments, civil penalties, or exclusion from Medicare. Due diligence is certainly necessary, and a strong compliance framework are essential to mitigate these risks. Even undisclosed fraudulent activity can lead to investigations, financial penalties, or exclusion from CMS programs. In some cases, the seller may not even be aware that a UPIC audit is pending, since these audits are unannounced and cannot be predicted in advance. That's why it's critical to review the company's billing records carefully. Look for red flags such as unusually high billing volumes or elevated denial rates, especially those related to same or similar product denials, which often indicate potential overutilization or improper documentation. UPIC audit exposure is not uncommon. Unified Program Integrity Contractor, UPIC audits are one of the most serious compliance threats in the DME industry. UPICs are contracted by CMS to investigate suspected fraud, waste, or abuse across Medicare and Medicaid. If a DME company is selected for a UPIC audit, it means the provider's billing patterns have triggered red flags, often through data analysis or whistleblower reports. These audits can result in payment suspensions, overpayment demands, revocation of billing privileges, and even referral to the Office of Inspector General, OIG, for further investigation. If you purchase a DME company without knowing it is under UPIC scrutiny, or fail to file for a new PTAN, you may inherit full liability for the outcomes of that audit. This is why full due diligence, including a review of all audit history and payer correspondence, is critical before acquisition. If the company has billing irregularities, it may already be flagged for UPIC audits, draining your time and financial resources. Lack of experience. Thinking you can replicate someone else's success in DME without understanding the regulations is dangerous. The DME industry is highly regulated. One mistake can cost you your business. Now, let's look at the option of building your DME business from the ground up, often for less than $25,000. Pro number 1, affordability. Here's what a typical startup might look like. Let's start with the basics of launching your new DME company. First, you'll need your articles of incorporation. Those typically run around $500 or more, depending on your state. Next is your employer identification number, or EIN. That part's free if you file your articles of incorporation yourself. For office space, plan to have at least 6 months of reserves. That's about $3,350, give or take, depending on your area. Then you've got utilities, which average around $450 per month. Licensing is fairly affordable, usually under $500. But when it comes to accreditation, that's a bigger investment, typically ranging between $6,000 and $7,500. Don't forget about liability insurance, which runs roughly $1,250, and a surety bond. That cost can be as low as $500. But let's budget around $1,250 to be safe, depending on your credit score. And if you want full support from a compliance expert like QPI Healthcare Services, you're looking at $850 per month for expert guidance, document management, and compliance tracking. So, all in all, you're making a smart investment upfront to build a strong, compliant foundation for your DME company for around $25,000. Pro number 2, clean slate. With a new PTAN tied to your Social Security number, you own 100% of your compliance and billing record. No hidden skeletons, no inherited audits. Pro number 3, education and support. With Q University's DME Training Center, you will learn what and what not to do. You'll also learn that you can be successful outside the Medicare world. QPI's DME Training Center and Levere Harp Light Technology guide you every step of the way, from licensure to payer enrollment and compliance training. Of course, starting from scratch comes with a few cons, but they're not deal breakers if you're prepared. It takes time, patience, and a well-structured plan. From navigating complex licensure and accreditation processes to securing payer enrollments and building a customer base, launching a DME company from the ground up requires both effort and investment. There's no instant revenue, and you won't be billing on day one, but what you gain is full control, a clean compliance record, and the ability to build a rock-solid foundation tailored to your exact vision. No immediate revenue QPI will teach out how to work outside of the box by reaching out to your community and building solid relationships. You'll need time to establish payer contracts, build referral networks, and generate income. But with support from QPI Healthcare Services and Q University's DME Training Center, we help accelerate your path to revenue, especially from private pay sources like skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, clinic groups, and more. If you're considering a purchase, conduct thorough due diligence, investigate audit history, consult with legal and compliance experts. Ultimately, your decision should align with your goals, experience, and tolerance for risk. Whether you choose to buy or build, QPI Healthcare Services is here to support your success. QPI Healthcare Services, your compliance command center. Call today to schedule a free consultation or enroll in the DME Training Center today. Or simply click on the link, Q University's DME Training Center. It's just that simple. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.